bring it a little bit better for you in just a little bit.
Okay, thanks, Riley. We're on your side with a safety alert when it comes to keeping your home warm during these cold temps outside. House fires are on the rise as we head into the colder months, and the Red Cross says there's a 30% increase in home fires during this time. This is the aftermath of a camper fire in Beach Island. That blaze started this morning on Gladys Road. That's just off Sandbar Ferry Road. This fire marking the 4th structure fire in our area just this week. We still don't know what caused that fire, but during this time of year, the National Fire Protection Association says that there's many homeowners and renters using space heaters to keep their homes warm, and they say that is what often leads to your home catching fire. Your Gunter Schroeder spoke with local fire crews here in our area, and they're sharing ways that you can keep your home from catching fire when these temps drop.
As temperatures drop and the Christmas season begins, so do preparations at CSRA fire departments for increased calls. And with a series of local fires over the last several days, officials are spreading the word on safety ahead of the holiday season. The camper catching fire in Beach Island today marked the 4th consecutive day a structure fire broke out in the CSRA this week. And with temperatures dropping amid the holiday season, local fire departments say with heating and holiday decorations, there are plenty of fire hazards for homeowners this time of year. While Columbia County hasn't had a structure fire this week, fire officials there say it's common to receive calls this time of year about fires starting when people are trying to stay warm.
We've had a rash of fireplace, chimney fires and stuff like that. Space heaters being too close to an object.
Coming up all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll hear more from officials on what they recommend you do to keep yourself, your loved ones, and your belongings safe this Christmas season. In Augusta, Gunter Schroeder on your side.
All right, thanks for sharing that, Gunter. Look forward to your story a little bit later. Right now, you're taking a look at a collage of the other 3 house fires from this week. Just yesterday, a home in Trenton was destroyed in a fire. The Red Cross tells us that it's helping that family. The day before that, on Tuesday, a home caught fire in Warrenville. Then a home on Kissing Bower Road in Augusta. A total loss after it went up in flames on Monday. During the season of giving, please don't forget about the young patients at Wellstar Children's Hospital of Georgia. The 25th annual iHeartMedia Cares for Kids radio and telethon is happening right now, and every single donation that you make helps those children at the hospital. And that's where we find your Zayna Halliburton live. So Zayna, how has it turned out so far? I see them, taking calls. Hopefully a lot of money's coming in for these children who deserve it so much.
Ashley, money is coming in, which is a great thing, but we need more callers on the line. We have our lovely volunteers here just waiting to take your call. They're at home. You can just call that number on your screen and you'll talk to one of these sweet ladies. Remember, every donation stays local, impacting thousands of families, thousands of children in our area, helping them. I have to say, this is an important hour. It's a power hour. So from 5 to 6 o'clock tonight, Georgia's own credit union is matching dollar for dollar. So that means if you decide to donate $20, that now becomes $40 and so forth. Remember, no donation is too small. So between this hour, your donation will be matched. And if you become a miracle maker, which is pledging $15 a month, that's about 50 cents a day, then one of these awesome little dogs will go upstairs to one of the patients staying here at Wellstar Children's Hospital. So if you decide within this hour to become a miracle maker, someone upstairs, a little child in our area will receive one of these little dogs. And speaking of our volunteers here who are just waiting to take your call this hour during Power Hour, we have Miss Keisha Parks here. This is your first year volunteering for Radiothon. How does that feel for you?
Oh, it's been great. Besides working here, we like to just do our part, especially this time of year for the children that we're here working with,
And what message do you want to send to everyone at home right now when it comes to supporting this hospital that you work for?
I think the biggest thing is nothing is too small. Whatever you have to give, we will appreciate everything you give.
You heard it from Miss Keisha. Thank you. She's waiting for your call. Ashley, all they have to do at home for our viewers is just call that number. You can also text CHOG, which is CHOG, to 34984. You can also donate online at caresforkidsradiothon.com if you like to do it that way. But remember, from 5 to 6 p.m., it is a power hour, so it is important. If you want your donation to go just a little extra and be matched, you're able to do that too. Ashley.
Yeah, Zena, very important for people who want to give so much but can't right now. So, that actually, this hour is the power hour for them and for those children there at the hospital. Thanks for that, Zena. The man accused of threatening to... Well, there is a lot of holiday spirit in the air this afternoon going into the evening. We're taking you live to Christmas in Columbia County. And that's where we find the tree lighting ceremony that will be getting underway soon at Evans Town Center Park. And Kayla Lopez live there as well, taking in all the fun and the food.
Yeah, that's right, Ashley. You can find not only the Christmas tree lighting, but me here. And the lighting is supposed to happen at 6:15, but I just want to show you one of the amazing things you can enjoy before the tree lighting, because we want you to get here early. I'm staying warm with some hot chocolate, but I've got my friend Garrett here. New business here. They opened this 2 months ago. It's a donut filled with ice cream. Garrett, tell me a little bit about this while you make it.
All right, so we make our ice cream fresh at home. My wife comes up with all the different flavors. And what we do is we put this ice cream into a glazed Bismarck donut. And the ice cream, you eat the ice cream first, and then you can dive into the donut. The ice cream actually melts into the dough, and it makes this really sweet, amazing bread at the end of it. And it's cute.
Yeah, okay, so I think we'll trade. So just hold on to that.
Here, let me.
And I'm going to give it a bite right here. So this is the one
Live
thing you
taste
can enjoy,
test.
guys. Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Ooh, so that's our eggnog. Tonight we have peppermint and eggnog as our two flavors.
This is absolutely delicious. You would think that you're not going to want anything related to ice cream right now, but wow, this is so unique and fun. I mean, look at this little stand right here. So get your family out. Come enjoy the holidays. Come early. The lighting's at 6:15, but there's so much to do beforehand. You can shop artisan crafts, plenty of food, hot chocolate, hot apple cider. You can get a cone too. I've got my candy cane. There's live music. There's ice skating. I saw a photo booth over there. So if you want some family photos, I think you can do it here too.
All right, we were talking about this earlier. It's just crazy to see how much this has grown, especially with the small businesses over, throughout the years there. And sorry, I'm getting distracted by your ice cream that I hope you will, well, it'll melt, but I definitely know where to go now. Thanks for that. And it's not just Columbia County that is lighting up the sky. The city of Aiken is holding its tree lighting tonight. That's from 6 to 7, and that is at the Newberry Street Festival Center. Then you've got the city of Denmark holding its tree lighting. That's tonight at Jim Harrison Square at 5 p.m. Then on Saturday, the city of Augusta holding its tree lighting at the Augusta Common. The fun there kicks off at 4 p.m. Skip the lines and get your holiday shopping delivered right to your door by drone. That's the part that's different right now when it comes to Walmart. We're going to show you how that new delivery service works right after the break.
And we've had a few sprinkles out there today, but expecting higher rain chances tonight into our Friday morning, and some of this will continue into the weekend. Looks like the highest totals will be south of Augusta in the southern CSRA, but we'll time out that rain for you coming up in the forecast.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
Hi, I'm Deborah Alfarone. Spring storms are ravaging the South.
The all-new local news live streaming app. Search LNL. Always streaming, always free.
Roddy Player here with Queens.
Now, your First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale.
Well, if you are heading out for a tree lighting ceremony this evening, I think we should be mostly dry for those events. We've had a few raindrops out there, some light sprinkles now starting to drop south of I-20. Currently in Aiken, they are dealing with a few raindrops, but that should gradually improve over the next hour by the time we do start that event at 6 p.m. So rain chances for the next hour or so, they are going to be found across most areas south of I-20. But as we get later into this evening, you can see there'll be a nice little dry period between, say, 7 and 9 o'clock. Once we get later into tonight, closer to midnight, we are expecting much higher rain chances to return. Looking pretty soggy most of the overnight for us, and then those rain chances heading into our Friday, very high early on into the day, and then they'll gradually drop off most likely once we get later into the afternoon. So much wetter Friday morning relative to later into the day. So you'll likely see that rain early, but may not necessarily see a ton after the lunch hour. Once we get into the weekend, I know we got some Christmas parades going on Saturday. I believe the one in Augusta is Saturday, and even the tree lighting ceremony as well. It looks pretty tricky. I would say there's going to be a big cutoff line on who sees rain Saturday and who may just see some cloud cover out there. So right now we're keeping the chance for rain to make its way to I-20 for us here in Augusta on Saturday, keeping those rain chances between 30 to 40%. So going to have to watch this over the next day or so, but it does look like the rain potential will definitely be found across some portions of the area through Saturday afternoon. Now Sunday does look a little bit better. Can't rule out an isolated shower late into the day, but mostly dry as we head into late this weekend and early next week.
All right, thanks for that, Riley. Just when you think online ordering could not get more convenient, meet Walmart's new drone delivery service. The retailer launched its first delivery in the metro Atlanta area yesterday. It comes just in time for the holidays. Sarah Hammond shows us how it works.
Well, that doesn't happen every day.
Drones with Walmart packages are now in the sky across metro Atlanta. You can now order things like last-minute gifts, groceries, or over-the-counter medicines from 6 different Walmarts, and they'll be placed right on your doorstep.
If there's one thing I could have back as a busy working mom, it's always time. And the service is incredibly valuable from a time-saving standpoint.
We got an up-close look at how these deliveries work through Wing, a drone delivery service. An order is placed through their app, brought out from the store, and hooked onto one of these drones. Then, about 5 minutes later, the package is lowered to the ground in your front yard.
Customers enjoy speed and convenience, and so their ability to get what they want from Walmart fast is a real game changer.
Tyler Denal says he's excited to try the new service that now covers tens of thousands of homes in metro Atlanta.
I think it's a good, a push towards technology, so I'm for it.
But Casey Molyneux says she's interested in how it all works, but is skeptical.
So, what if they deliver your eggs down and you open them and they're all broke, right? Do you put them back in and they take them back, or do you have to get in your car and drive them back?
Heather Rivera with Wing says she's confident residents will want to check out this new technology.
So I think that once they see it in action, they'll really embrace it, and the convenience just speaks for itself.
I'm going to have to check that out for a while, but Walmart does say that the drone delivery will be at no extra cost to customers. That's a good thing. Drone delivery is offered in stores in Woodstock, Conyers, and a few other metro Atlanta cities. And as you shop online this holiday season, we're on your side with a safety alert about ways to keep yourself from having stolen packages. Law enforcement says that package thefts spike every December ahead of the holidays. And Sergeant Robert Blasky with Mount Pleasant Police says that many thieves target neighborhoods where deliveries are left unattended.
This is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. All right, it's not going to be wonderful if your kids are waking up on Christmas morning and the present that they asked for and wanted isn't there because it was stolen. So do us a favor, do what you can to be a part of the solution.
I've actually seen a lot of neighborhoods coming together to say they're going to protect each other during this time. So, like he says, it's best for people to not leave packages outside. If they do, he says, go ahead and get a safety drop box. He also urges people to have neighbors that they trust to watch out for their package. Kind of like what I just mentioned there. So, still ahead, Christmas coming early for more than 1,000 local kids. How the Empty Stocking Fund is making sure kids do not go without this holiday season. That's right after the break.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
This holiday season, fresh for everyone.
All right, here we go, folks. Looking at that 7-day outlook. Remember, decent rain chances tonight into our Friday morning. Still maybe a stray shower Friday afternoon, but most of the rain should fall before lunchtime on Friday. Heading into our Saturday, it looks like the morning time a little bit drier relative to the afternoon. The afternoon looking a little bit wet, especially south of I-20 on Sunday. Generally just foggy start early Sunday. That's kind of a concern Sunday, is that we're expecting some dense fog initially. So heading off to church, that could be a concern for you. But as we head later into our Sunday afternoon, keeping a chance for maybe a stray shower out there, and same thing again on Monday. Let's take a look at tonight into tomorrow morning. So you can see tomorrow morning we are expecting a very wet start to the day, potentially seeing some heavy rain at times. So this is going to continue through lunchtime. Once we get later into our Friday afternoon, you can see a lot of that expected to clear out, so not quite as wet out there for the second half outside of a quick shower showing up around sunset. So plan accordingly for those outdoor plans.
Thanks, Riley. Christmas came early for more than 1,700 local kids. The United Way of Augusta distributed toys for its annual Empty Stocking Fund giveaway. The United Way purchased hundreds of toys for both boys and girls. Take a look at that video right there. And, parents were able to sign up in advance to receive those bags for their children. And we did speak with a volunteer about this important event right now.
Giving to the community is just such a vital part of what everybody should do that has the means to do it and the opportunities to do it. So very thankful to be here, very thankful to the United Way, all of the volunteers and the donors, and most importantly, the kids and parents that get the benefit of this.
Would love to see their smiles on Christmas Day. Families who participated in the toy distribution also received information about applying for SNAP benefits and details about Golden Harvest Food Bank services after all of the holiday season wraps up. And in this week's Grant Me Hope, we would like...
All right, folks, look at that 7-day outlook. Remember, we are expecting high rain chances tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures will stay below average the rest of the week, even into next week as well. Join us for more after the break.
The News 1226 First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
We recovered.
Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your First Alert.
Insurance companies love to take your money, but they hate giving it out when you need it most. We have more than 40 years of experience, and we know what it takes to make them pay.
Get your safe law firm on the line. Call 999-999. Closed captioning is brought to you by Huggins Peel.
At Parker's Kitchen, get our new breakfast meal deal: a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, a hot coffee, and a crispy hash brown for just $5.99 at Parker's Kitchen.
You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
If you don't have any plans tonight, go ahead, bundle up, and head to Christmas in Columbia County. We take you there live coming up next.
And it does look like those rain chances are exiting most of those tree lighting ceremonies for the rest of this evening, but more rain in store late tonight and into our Friday. We'll have that forecast coming out.
Thank you for watching News 12 live at 5 on WRDW, now streaming live on WRDW+. I'm Will Rio. We're checking in with your First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale with your forecast. Riley, a little chilly if people are heading out tonight.
It is. Well, we are going to see temperatures most likely in the 40s for the rest of this evening, so definitely bundle up. The good news is you likely won't need the rain jacket or the umbrella if you are heading to the tree lighting ceremony in Evans. Looks like those showers are pushing away from Columbia County. Even if you're heading to the one in Aiken tonight, they've had a couple of raindrops over the last hour or so, but those are starting to move off towards the east too. So this was just a brief round one for us, just some sprinkles out there. Rain chances will be pretty minimal for the next several hours, but watch what happens once we head into tonight. You can see those rain chances really start to increase by midnight tonight and stay pretty much all but guaranteed as we head through the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning. So it is going to be a wet start to our Friday. Very high rain chances for the first part of the day tomorrow. We'll continue those decent rain chances on Saturday, but then as we head towards the end of the weekend and early next week, that does look like those rain chances do start to drop off a little bit. So if you have outdoor plans, make sure you have our First Alert weather app. This is going to be the best way to stay on top of the rainfall over the next couple of days. Have that in-house model and time out the rain through the weekend for you in just a bit.
Thanks, Riley. During the season of giving, don't forget about the young patients at Wellstar Children's Hospital of Georgia. A 25th annual iHeartMedia Cares for Kids radio and telethon is happening right now. All donations help children at the hospital. That's where your Zaina Halliburton joins us live at 5 now. Zaina, how's it going out there?
Will, it's going great, but it could be going better because this phone could be ringing with one of our viewers calling in to make a donation to support Wellstar Children's Hospital. Every dollar staying local, supporting so many kids in our areas and their families. The volunteers right now, we have Augusta University students, so they're volunteering their time. Sitting next to me is Sonia. Sonia, you said this is your first time that you're volunteering during this radiothon, telethon. What made you want to come here today?
Well, I've been doing Jaguar Miracles since I was in high school, and this is my second year in college, so I thought this would be a great way to help out.
And how are you liking it so far, knowing that you're supporting just such a great hospital?
Amazing. I love it. I love the children.
What message do you want to send to everyone at home when it comes to supporting Wellstar Children's Hospital?
Well, the children here could really use your donations. Like, they're going through it just as much as any of us are, and since the holiday season, they would really appreciate your donations.
Well, thank you. So we need Sonia's phone along with all of the volunteers here. We need their phones to start ringing. So we still are in a power hour, which means when you donate right now, your donation will be matched. So $20 could then become $40. So take advantage of that power hour right now and get those phones ringing with that number on your screen. If you don't want to call, you could always text CHOG, C-H-O-G, to 34984 and make a donation there. Or you can also become a miracle maker. So a miracle maker is when you pledge $15 a month to support the hospital. That's about 50 cents a day. And when you do become a miracle maker, the best part, one of these cute little dogs will go upstairs to one of the patients staying here at the hospital right now if you decide to pledge $15 a month to become a miracle maker. So it's pretty quiet right now in the lobby, and I think it could be louder. I'm actually hearing a phone ring right now. Again, it is power hour. We need more phones to ring. So come on, everyone. We want to ring these bells for miracle makers. We need your donations to support the thousands of kids that come through our hospital. So it's simple. Just call the number on your screen, Will.
And Zaina, you're doing a great job out there. And again, if you have the opportunity to make that donation, there's no donation that's too small to help out the children right here locally at the Children's Hospital of Georgia. And like Zaina was saying, you can call that number that was on your screen or text CHOG, C-H-O-G, to 34984. You can also go to caresforkidsradiothon.com. Your donations will stay local and save local kids' lives too. Switching gears here, nearly 90 new apartment homes could be coming to North Augusta. This comes as the area around Exit 1 sees a boom in growth. But some neighbors worry all this growth could impact traffic. Your Kaylee Nash spoke to the planning director for the city. She joins us now live at 5 in the newsroom with more.
That's right. I spoke to planning director for the city, Tommy Paradise, who says next steps are definitely taking place, but it's still a little early in the planning and logistics phase. He describes this process as a collaborative effort. The city plays the role of regulating, and the developers shape the vision into what best fits the needs of the community, weighing in every variable from water lines, grading, and traffic impact, all while telling us that a lot of this stemmed from the county wanting resources and the city wanting to follow protocol.
They wanted city services, they wanted water, sewer, garbage collection, fire, police, all of those services that the city has to offer. And so by city ordinance, if you are contiguous to the city and you want city services, utility services, you're required to annex. So they did the annexation request, and we processed it through the Planning Commission and City Council.
And coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll continue that conversation with Director Paradise, talking about what went into some of the decision making to expand and the methods they're putting in to use to get to some of those controversial issues.
That's something we'll continue to watch, as that area around Exit 1 there in North Augusta is seeing a lot of growth with the Parker Apartments along with the Hive coming in now. Obviously, we could see 90 new apartments coming to that area too. Thank you for that, Kaylee. And we're getting in the holiday spirit. We're taking you live to Columbia County, where the tree lighting ceremony will get underway. And we're getting in the holiday spirit. We're taking you live to Columbia County, where the tree lighting ceremony will get underway soon at Evans Town Center Park. Your Kayla Lopez joins us live there. Kayla, still haven't put a jacket on yet, so still bearable out there for us.
Yeah, I haven't needed my hat and gloves just yet, but I would bring them just in case. I just think it's because I'm so filled with energy right now. Just in the last 30 minutes, this place has filled up tremendously. You have people over here to my left taking photos in the lighted ornament over there, also walking all the way down to the Performing Arts Center to do some shopping. Panning back over here, we're going to have this tree lit up in just under 40 minutes. We know that we're going to have a special guest. The Grinch is going to do the countdown. So at 6:15, they'll make that happen. This will light up, but the energy here, Will, is great. We've got the ice skating over here too. There's so much to do. So bring your family, bring your dog. We just saw 2 little cute dash hounds. I mean, no excuse. Come enjoy the holidays. I'm having a great time. I mean, I don't know what else to sell you on. There's hot chocolate. There's hot apple cider. I keep saying it. There's a good time. There's live Christmas music. Spend some time with your family and just come get out here. I mean, I'd be jealous of myself if I were you at home.
I'm jealous of you right now. You get to have some apple cider, maybe some hot chocolate out there, family time. You're getting to see dogs out there, so it's a great time. The weather is not too bad. Just make sure you bring a jacket. We'll check back in with you, Kayla, coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock. And here are some other tree lightings happening tonight and this weekend. Tonight at 6, the city of Aiken will hold its tree lighting at the Newberry Street Festival Center. It ends at 7:30 tonight. The city of Denmark will hold its tree lighting tonight as well at Jim Harrison Square. That'll be at 5 p.m. Then on Saturday, the city of Augusta will hold its tree lighting at the Augusta Common. That'll be at 4 p.m. And here are some Christmas parades happening this weekend. Augusta's will be this Saturday at 1 p.m. It'll be along 10th and Reynolds Street. North Augusta's parade will be on Sunday at 3 p.m. That'll be on Georgia Avenue. And Aiken's will be on Sunday as well at 2 p.m. That'll be on Park Avenue and Lawrence Street. And more than a dozen Christmas trees are decked out for the holidays in Aiken. This is at the Center for African American History, Art, and Culture. There are a total of 19 trees in all different colors and sizes. Each tree represents a different theme or cause. People can vote for their favorite tree between now and December 28th. Winners will be announced on December 29th. However, the trees will be on display until January 3rd. And still ahead on this week's Reelin' with Riley, he's casting a line on Clarks Hill. Stick around to see what he catches. Riley?
Heading out to the bus stop, make sure you have the umbrella and the cold weather gear. It's going to be chilly and wet across the area to start off the day. Heading home, we could still battle a few showers. I'll have a full look at that forecast for you just after the break.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real. Now, your First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale.
Well, live look at the Sharon Jones Amphitheater. We have that free skating rink going on there at the amphitheater, and it looks like a couple people enjoying a good time out there. Remember, if you are heading out to any tree lighting ceremonies this evening from Aiken to Evans, it does look dry right now. We've had a little bit of rain out there today, but bundle up. Temperatures right now still close to 50. They'll be falling through the 40s for the rest of this evening. Here's a look at our in-house model. So generally just cloudy skies expected for the next few hours. Once we get into the overnight, that's when we're expecting a much better chance for widespread rain across the area. This will continue through our Friday morning, so if you're going to be up early, may need to add a couple extra minutes to that morning commute and may have to sit with the kids at the bus stop too. Just not looking great out there initially. Now, once we get later into the afternoon, I would imagine it does start to dry out a little bit for us. I would say most of our Friday afternoon, generally just cloudy and cool. Cannot rule out maybe a quick shower that passes us by, say, between 3 and 6 p.m. But the morning time is definitely looking a lot wetter than the afternoon heading into tomorrow. Now, more rain is expected as we head towards our Saturday, but watch this. I would say if you live in the southern CSRA, you have the best rain chances heading into our Saturday. That could start early into the morning, but for us here around I-20, we are going to be right on on the cutoff line. So a subtle shift, say 10, 20 miles towards the north. This brings us wet weather pretty much all afternoon on Saturday here in Augusta, Aiken, Evans as well. But if it stays just south of the interstate, then a lot of us along and north of I-20 could actually stay mostly dry a good portion of our Saturday. So that's going to be the tricky part about this weekend outlook, is that there is going to be a big cutoff line. If you're north of that, you could stay completely dry, but south of it, you're likely going to have a very wet Saturday. Now, heading into our Sunday, what's popping up on our model here, very dense fog. This could definitely impact your morning plan Sunday heading off to church, so be mindful of that. But right now, it does look like most of the rain should just generally be very isolated. A good portion of our Sunday, just going to have to deal with that morning fog and maybe an isolated shower in the afternoon. Have a look at that 7-day outlook for you in just a bit.
Thanks, Riley. On this week's episode of Reelin' with Riley, it takes us fishing on Clark's Hill near Hickory Knob State Park with Captain Farrell Morgan of Reel Bent Rods. Take a look.
Welcome back in, folks, to another episode of Reelin' with Riley. I'm excited to be with Captain Farrell Morgan of Reel Bent Rods. Farrell, we were talking the last couple of nights. You've been on them recently. What you expecting for today?
I'm expecting for us to go out. We're going to pull some live herring and be in the channel running about 30, 40 foot. And we should go out there and just wear some fish out, be able to limit out pretty quick and come on back in and be able to clean some fish.
Good deal. It's a chilly December morning, but I think the fish will still bite for us.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go see what we catch. Little hybrid?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, just boat flicking, swinging right on up and right on in. Boom.
There we go. There we go. First fish of the day. Nice little hybrid.
Here.
There we go. This one feels a little bit meaner.
Number 2. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Now that's supposed to be a little spot.
Spotty?
Yeah, old spotty show knotty.
Just a little bigger than those hybrids. A little hybrid. There we go. Thanks, sir. Number 3. Good fish. Thank you, Landon. Got him. There we go. There we go. That's a stripe hook.
That's a perch.
Let me see if I can catch something. No, I see nothing you did.
Yep, catfish. Look at that.
Well, we had a blast fishing today with Captain Farrell Morgan, his son Landon. We caught a ton, some great fish. And Farrell, I know you actually have another son that had a battle with leukemia, and you love taking kids out that are going through similar circumstances. Can you talk a little bit about that and how they can reach out to you?
Yeah, so I had a son that when he was 2.5 was diagnosed. He's good and clean now, in remission. We just really strive to try to help kids in those situations because we know those families go through a lot. So if you want to reach out, my number is 803-646-5988. And you can also reach us on Facebook at Reel Bent Rods Guide Service.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking us, man.
It was a pleasure, bro.
We had a blast.
Yes, sir.
Good fish with you, too, as well, Landon. Tune in next week to see what we catch.
Really cool thing that he does to go out and fish with the kids. But we were talking about it, Riley. You have a full freezer right now after that episode.
Hey, that is the good part about fishing with Farrell. He leaves you with tons of fish to go home with. And so if you're looking to reach out to him, hey, he's got a Facebook page. We just gave you the number as well. You can find that on our website. And such a great guy, Will. I mean, it was a ton of fun fishing with him and his son Landon. And he knows how to catch them for sure. So give his guide service a call, and he can definitely hook you up.
I was going to say, you guys definitely know where to go to catch some fish, so clearly a good guide there. All right, we're back here after a short break.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Come to Rivers.
Breaking news live at 5, an update to a drug bust we told you about in the last half hour. We're learning a total of 6 suspects have been arrested and charged. Earlier, we only reported 2 of those suspects. This happened on Farrington Drive yesterday. Richmond County deputies say they found over 27 pounds of meth, dozens of fentanyl pills, and several other drugs. Deputies say they also found guns and more than $57,000 in cash. Robert Seymour Jr., Quintera Martin, Vernon Frales, Cleveland McBride, Frederica Green, and Donald Searson were arrested. They face multiple drug possession charges.
Well, looking at that fish and game forecast for tomorrow, remember, we are going to have to deal with some early showers, so it may not be best to get outside for that first good window out there right at daybreak. But, hey, if you hold out until the afternoon, that's actually when the best time is, 2:20 tomorrow afternoon for your Friday. Remember, we are seeing some excellent times to see some increased fish and animal movement out there since we do have that full moon tonight. Still going to be close to full tomorrow. So best of luck if you are heading out. Remember, with those rain chances, generally expecting most of the rain to fall before lunchtime on Friday. A lot of the afternoon could be dry with just generally cloudy skies, but temps will be chilly. Going to need to bundle up. Highs up at the lake for your Friday in the mid 40s and only increasing to the upper 40s on Saturday. And for our Saturday, places like up at the lake that are well north of I-20, you're actually expecting a little bit drier day Saturday relative to us here at Augusta and anywhere further south. So may not necessarily need to cancel all your outdoor plans at the lake the next couple of days. Here's that 7-day outlook for you once again. Still going to keep that chance for maybe a quick shower Sunday afternoon, but looking much drier Sunday into Monday relative to what we're going to see the next few days.
Thanks, Riley. The 3 open days of signings across the U.S. continues. While most put pen to paper yesterday, some schools putting on for a show. Alyssa.
Yeah, a lot of them did get to sign yesterday, but they didn't get to make it official in front of the people that mean the most to them. We're so used to Harlem sending off Division I baseball players, but when it's a different sport, same level, football should be one of your 3 guesses, of course. Today, Bulldogs left tackle Liam Thompson making the ink run dry. Thompson signed with Georgia Southern, picking the Eagles over Georgia State in Akron. He's filled the left tackle spot on Harlem's up front for the last 3 seasons, also making her mark near the X. That is Cameron Simmons heading to Emmanuel for soccer. She totaled 79 career goals through 3 seasons, with still her final trip around the sun this spring. And we all know this, Alabama's win back in September, still the Dogs' only loss of the year, and maybe just what UGA needed in order to rattle off 8 straight wins. But if Kirby Smart not planning on making any drastic changes in order to get just his 2nd win over Alabama this weekend, because while these two have both improved over the last couple of months, they're still the same teams.
In terms of the X's and O's and the schemes, in terms of the gap, I don't think so. I mean, you evolve as a team, you have trends, but good teams do what they do. There's not going to be a lot of change, and both these teams are good teams.
They're going to come out hot. They're going to, fire off the ball, physical. We already know that they've got better at some things that they weren't too good at, like on week 4. Because, like I said, everybody's a different player, and we're different players too.
Well, this is high stakes, too, for the Crimson Tide. A loss could knock them out of the playoff picture. A win guarantees that they are in. Riley, Alabama is the underdog. Do you like that? I mean, as a Georgia fan, how do you read that one?
I never liked this game or this matchup, Alyssa. I'm hoping the Dogs can come out on top, but we all know it's going to be a good game. Always is whenever the Dogs take on the Tide. Hey, remember, for the weekend outlook, you could have to battle some showers if you're traveling down I-20 towards Atlanta later into the afternoon. It looks like I-20 will be the cutoff line for that rain later into the day. Having a look at that forecast for you just after break.
Every day brings something new, a fresh start, a challenge to embrace, a moment that matters. And through it all, Queensboro is here. From growing your business to managing your personal finances, we're here to guide you. With every step forward, we're here to take it with you. From our friends and neighbors all across Georgia, Queensboro National Bank and Trust is here in your community for you. Whatever you need to get where you're going, we're here for it.
Southland Paper and Chemical.
Welcome back in, folks. A live look from our Beach Island camera. We are mostly dry at the moment across a good portion of the region, so if you're heading out to any tree lighting ceremonies in Aiken or Evans, it does look generally just cloudy and chilly out there. Temps right now close to 50, but for the outlook the rest of this evening, we'll see our temperatures fall into the 40s, and right now it does look mostly dry. We had some showers to battle between 4 and 5, but those have since pushed off towards the east, so for the actual lighting of the tree, it does look dry out there, thankfully, and hopefully you have a good time out there. Heading into tonight, much later tonight, I would say after midnight through tomorrow morning, we are expecting some very wet conditions, so be prepared for this. This will definitely impact your morning commute. As we head later into our Friday afternoon, you can see the coverage and chance for rain does go down a little bit, so I would say it's much wetter early in the morning and a little bit drier later into our Friday afternoon. Now, another chance for rain does start to move in as we head towards the weekend, so a heads up for any Saturday plans, but it looks to be a little bit drier on Sunday. Temperatures not really going to to move too much throughout the day tomorrow. We're going to wake up in the low mid 40s and only increase those highs to the upper 40s. So that's going to be thanks to high rain chances and just those cloudy skies most of the day. Here's that 7-day outlook. Still going to keep that 30% chance of rain in store for your Sunday. That would mainly be later into the afternoon, but definitely not expecting as wet a day as what we'll see tomorrow. And then later next week, finally seeing that sun again by Tuesday.
We look forward to it. Thank you for that, Riley. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports. Plus, we're live from the Wellstar Children's Hospital of Georgia coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real people, real problems, real life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Oh, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Got it!
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. 40 years ago, we began a journey built on craftsmanship, hard work, and integrity. Then in October 2005, we took a leap of faith and brought our dream showroom to life. Hardwood Floors and More exists because of you, our clients, friends, and community. We are so grateful for the memories behind us and the dreams still ahead. Join us as we celebrate this milestone with specials throughout the showroom. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
I was on my way to take my son to school, and this guy rear-ended us. I will never be able to get that day back, but getting the maximum compensation makes it all easier. If you've been in an accident, please call Mike Hostler Law Firm.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Huggins Peel.
At Parker's Kitchen, get our new breakfast meal deal: a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, a hot coffee, and a crispy hash brown for just $5.99. At Parker's Kitchen,